Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint Luna Nozowa's Lisa Yamada days are winding down on the daytime soap opera. All signs are pointing to Luna succumbing to her injuries on the operating table. But is she really dead? Rumor has it someone could fake Luna's death and get her out of the hospital, and you will never guess who. Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda got to work on the operating room and began racing to save her niece Luna when she arrived at the emergency room. Lee has never had much use for her niece, but when Luna Nozowa's life is on the line, the doctor seems to have a change of heart. It was clear that Dr. John Finnegan's Tanner Novlin mom is going to do whatever it takes to save his daughter. After all, Luna is Lee's granddaughter too. The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Lee will begin to see that Luna didn't stand a chance with Poppy Nozawa Romy Parks as her mother, and in a shocking twist, she will make it her mission to protect her granddaughter. A few years ago, Finn was in a similar situation after getting shot. Finn's mom did the unthinkable and kidnapped her son from the hospital and doctored him up at a secret location, nursed him back to health. According to the bold and beautiful rumor mill, Luna's Aunt Lee could decide she wants to protect her from going to prison and remove her from the hospital when no one is looking. In order for Lee to throw the cops off her trail, she is going to have to fake Luna Nozawa's death and then sneak her out of the hospital when nobody is looking. Maybe Luna's other grandma Sheila Carter Kimberlyn Brown could help. She knows a thing or two about faking your own death. In a chilling twist no one saw coming, the bold and the beautiful takes a dark turn as Dr. Lee Finnegan, calm, calculating, and always one step ahead, pulls off the unthinkable. When tragedy strikes and chaos reigns, Lee emerges as a force of quiet devastation. Fans may have thought Luna's recent breakdown was the end of the line, but in true soap opera fashion, the real story has just begun. Buckle up, because Lee Finnegan has faked Luna's death, and the fallout will leave the Forresters, Logans, and even Sheila Carter reeling. After weeks of erratic behavior, Luna Nozawa spiraled completely out of control. What began as bouts of paranoia and strange visions soon evolved into violent outbursts and emotional disassociation. Everyone assumed her odd behavior stemmed from grief, especially after the shooting incident that nearly took Liam Spencer's life. But Lee Finnegan saw the signs others didn't. Luna wasn't just mourning. She was losing her mind. Behind closed doors, Lee began documenting her niece's mental state. Night after night, she watched Luna pace her room, talk to invisible people, and scribble strange symbols in her journal. The girl was clearly disturbed and dangerous. After all, wasn't it Luna who had been found with the gun that shot Liam? The weapon mysteriously disappeared before police could retrieve it, but Lee never forgot. Still, Lee didn't want to publicly shame her family. She knew what scandal could do to a reputation in Los Angeles. Instead of admitting Luna needed help, she kept the secret until one night she made a choice that would shock the world. It happened during a storm. Thunder echoed over the cliffs of Malibu. The ocean roared. Luna had run out of the beach house in hysterics, screaming about someone trying to steal her memories. Finn and Steffi were called, but by the time they arrived, it was too late, or so they thought. Her clothes were found on the rocks near the water. Smear of blood. Torn fabric. And then, nothing. Search parties scoured the shoreline, but no body was recovered. After 48 hours, authorities declared Luna Nozawa dead, likely swept out to sea. Finn was shattered. Steffi wept, feeling guilty for not believing Luna's earlier warnings. Even Poppy, who had been strangely absent, returned to collapse at the news. But Lee didn't cry. She stood still, composed, almost satisfied, because Lee knew the truth. Luna hadn't drowned that night. She had been drugged by Lee herself. Using a combination of sedatives and her own medical precision, Lee staged Luna's death with frightening ease. She planted blood from an earlier cut, arranged Luna's clothing for dramatic effect, and carried her unconscious niece to a secret facility Lee owned just outside the city, one she had once intended to use as a wellness retreat for elite clients. Now it served another purpose. Luna was strapped to a hospital bed, monitored 24/7. Lee, believing she was saving both her niece and her family, had taken full control. "You're not ready for the world," she whispered each night to the girl who once danced so brightly in LA's social circles. "But I'll make you whole again. I'll bring you back." So, why would Lee fake Luna's death instead of admitting the girl needed psychiatric care? The answer, of course, was pride and fear. Lee couldn't bear the thought of Luna's breakdown becoming tabloid fodder. Poppy's already fragile reputation would be destroyed. Finn's standing as a doctor could suffer if the world learned his cousin was a danger to herself and others. But more than anything, Lee suspected Luna's madness wasn't random. She feared a deeper conspiracy, one involving Sheila Carter's manipulations and possibly even a hidden paternity bombshell. In private, Lee studied Luna's blood work obsessively. What she found only deepened her resolve. Luna had been exposed to a rare hallucinogenic compound, one known to be used in psychological conditioning. Was Luna being controlled? Programmed? And if so, by whom? Lee needed time. Faking Luna's death gave her the freedom to investigate without interference. Yet secrets never stay buried in the bold and the beautiful, especially not in Malibu. Hope Logan overhears a strange phone call between Lee and a mysterious supplier. Ridge Forrester, always suspicious of silence, begins to question the timeline of Luna's death. And worst of all, Sheila Carter, freed from prison and suspiciously fixated on Lee, starts digging. Sheila visits the spot where Luna died, murmuring, "That girl's not gone. I can feel it." Her maternal instincts, twisted as they are, hint at something sinister beneath the surface. Is Sheila connected to Luna in ways no one imagined? Meanwhile, in her hidden room, Luna wakes up screaming. Her eyes wild, her memory patchy, but one word echoes on her lips. Mother. The fallout is coming. Finn, guilt-ridden and confused, starts having dreams about Luna calling out to him. Is it grief? Or something more? Steffi begins to suspect that Lee knows more than she's saying, and when she sneaks into Lee's office and finds a hidden drawer full of medical logs dated after Luna's supposed death, her world crumbles. Poppy, finally returning from an unexplained absence, breaks down when she learns the truth. "You took her from me, Lee," she screams. But Lee remains unmoved. "I saved her," she replies coldly. And then there's the biggest twist of all. Luna may not have been losing her mind. She may have been remembering something someone desperately wanted her to forget. A secret so dark, so explosive, it could shatter not just her family, but the very foundation of the Forrester dynasty. As the bold and the beautiful heads into its next explosive arc, one thing is clear. Lee Finnegan's calculated move to fake Luna's death will either make her a savior or the newest villain in a long legacy of betrayal. Luna lives, but at what cost? And when the truth finally surfaces, will anyone in LA ever be the same again? Stay tuned, because in this world, the dead never stay buried, and secrets always come home. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.